this world was mine, I take your things and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to the light, hit them strictly with the vibe.
As you can tell from the title and thumbnail, we got a new lens today. This is going to be pretty much a week in my life with this lens, testing this out, reviewing it. Disclaimer, I am not one of those crazy tech reviewers that get crazy into specs and distortion and all the things that could possibly be wrong or right with this lens. This is going to be more everyday life use. How I use this lens, whether it comes to photography, interviews, video stuff, mainly vlogging. I have a lot of plans for this little thing, and I'm pumped to actually test it out. It is currently Thursday, April 10th. It's my dad's birthday, actually, so happy birthday, Dad. I have a shoot tomorrow at a car dealership. The very next day, I am back shooting a podcast here. I don't know if I'll use it for that, maybe some like BTS photos. After the pod, I have to drive up to Flower Mound because I have a shoot on Saturday as well. That one's gonna be a little bit more interview style, so definitely may wanna try this out, not 100% sure. Then on Monday, I have a meeting with Kiko though, and throughout that week, I'll be testing out with short form content. And then the 18th and 19th is not only the Halo Major here in Arlington, but I'll also be going to the Dodgers-Rangers game on both of those days, and I'm going to be bringing my camera then. And then that Sunday is Easter, and that's probably where we're going to end, but lots of opportunities to test this thing. As much as I am really excited about this, I do have a few concerns, but only time will tell if those concerns will become a reality, and I'll talk about those later in the video. But for now, I got to film a little short form unboxing for this thing. On a 16mm, this is insane. It definitely gives me some other options and definitely some ideas for angles in my office. Speaking of my office, I've been saying I'm gonna do an office tour for a minute. That needs to happen soon. But we just got done filming the short. We're gonna edit that because that post is going up tomorrow. Then we have to make a thumbnail for tomorrow's YouTube video. And then honestly, I'm probably just gonna mess with angles moving on for the rest of the night, whether it's short form or stuff for this channel. But let's get to editing. Found out my dad was in the movie theater, so I will call him again, probably tomorrow at this point. But short is done, thumbnail done, already uploaded this footage that I've already kind of shot into YouTube. Onto my hard drive, kind of already started editing this a little bit, but it's late, I gotta get some sleep. See y'all tomorrow. Alright, it is shoot day. It's fine. I'm supposed to be there at 11. They're not crazy strict on time as long as I can get my work done. They're pretty chill about it. So more than likely, I'm probably gonna get there on like 11:15, 11:20 because I need to grab food. I am starving, but it is 10:20 right now and it takes me about 50 minutes to get there. Absolutely. All right, I have arrived. My YouTube video just went live, so I'm doing all the promo for that. It is 11:23. I am 23 minutes late, but that is okay. As long as I'm in there and working by 11:30, I should be fine. So overall, this shoot's gonna be probably pretty boring as far as the lens goes, but I am excited to take pictures with this. I normally shoot with a 28, and sometimes I have to get really creative on how wide I could get. So shooting with a 16 on cars, I'm intrigued, and I'm really excited to see what I can get with it. Not only is a YouTube video up, but another reel about this lens is up right now. These shoots normally go really quickly for me, but for some reason, this dealership is so hard to get keys for cars. I'm convinced one of the people here don't like me, because he gives me dirty looks all the time. All right, we are done. I realized I recorded a bunch of shit without audio, so that's fun. But we are done. It's time to go home. Thoughts on the lens when it comes to vehicle photography. I got to use the lens a little bit for a couple photos that I took, not so much video. But from what I could tell, even though I was able to get into those smaller spaces and actually capture the entire car, I did notice it definitely gave it a weird look. The majority of the shots were good. It was whenever I shot the car diagonally, it kind of made the car look a little weird. But we are done, and I am so happy to be done. I hate that dealership. It's the biggest dealership, so they're the most busy, and so many people are camera shy, and it makes my life hell. I will say, I don't like these shoots, but they pay well. Normally, besides this freaking dealership, it's only about 4 hours on my day off. I can't really complain, especially for not having to do too much. But all I had this morning was an Einstein's bagel, and I'm freaking starving because it is 5:23 right now. So let's grab some food. All right, I'm waiting on some food. Fun fact, trying to eat healthier, and I know you're questioning me right now because there's a Popeyes right in the back. I found somebody on TikTok that does like fast food, like calorie deficit orders and whatnot. So you can get like a 5-piece like grilled tenders and like some mashed potatoes and gravy from here for like 550 calories or something crazy like that. Food's here. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Keeps Georgia on my mind. Ooh, a little Allen Stone, only the real ones know. It is 2:30 in the morning. I got home at like 6:30. Laid down for a second just to rest. Ended up falling asleep until like 10 p.m. Yeah, that nap put me in a coma. Got up, started editing next week's YouTube video, which is technically, when you guys are seeing this, last week's YouTube video. It was the podcast with me and Rob. That was kind of a relief, releasing the first episode with Sooner, and then now getting this one out with Rob. Trucking along, recording a couple more episodes with DreamHack coming up, and actually filming another one literally tomorrow. I gotta go pick up my friend Andrew from the airport in the morning. Yeah, we're setting up the podcast in the morning. Yeah, no, I'm going to bed. This is I'm exhausted. Peace. Good morning. It's Saturday, April 12th. The grape one's just so good. I ended up staying up later than I wanted to last night. I didn't go to bed till 4:30. It is currently 11:30, and I'm finally getting my day somewhat started. Oh my god, sorry, F1 qualifiers are on. So I've been watching that. But I mean, look at this thing. This thing is, you going. But we have about an hour and a half-ish before I have to go pick up Andrew at the airport, and I have to set up the podcast. All right, so the podcast setup is just about set up. Both tripods good, chairs good. Got to put that box onto that light, but I'm running late and I got to go pick up Andrew like right now. He's here.
How we doing? What's good?
How we doing,
Good to see you.
Good to see you. See you guys next time. Peace. Pod is done. Andrew, how we doing?
We were yapping.
We were yapping.
We're proper caffeinated.
Facts. That took a lot fucking longer than I thought.
Not that much longer.
I was originally told it was 2 videos and one of them was super easy. One of them was super easy, but then I got thrown 3 videos. Now I gotta go drop this guy off. Overall, W of a day, great pod. Quick, easy shoot with Regiment. I do stuff with them all the time. Their stuff is not super complicated, but it was like 3 different videos, and I thought it was only 2. So it took a little longer than I thought. I'm home now. I've been kind of just sitting, decompressing for like the last 30 to 45 minutes, just catching up on socials. But it is 10:30. I have to edit still. I need to eat some food, so I'm probably gonna cook a steak. But yeah, food, editing. As far as tomorrow, I don't have anything set, so I think tomorrow's gonna be a decompressed day. Probably finish up a couple videos. I've been piecing the vlog together at this point a little bit. I'm really intrigued on these like talking headshots. But as of right now, stamp of approval for this lens, because for vlogging at least, I really do like it. it is Sunday. It is not Sunday. It is Monday. Yesterday after church was just a relaxing day. I, went through, edited, honestly, a part of this vlog. I decided yesterday was my decompress day. I don't do anything, in my opinion, that's vlog worthy, so it's just chill, relax. So decompress day done. Today is business. It is currently 11:25 right now. I have a meeting with Kiko at noon. They want to talk to me about possibly doing some stuff for their gaming division. I also have some questions for them when it comes to trips in the future, which I'm excited about. And I actually have to submit my taxes because I've been waiting on a certain form from a company and they finally got it to me like 4 days before the due date. We are submitting them today. They're done besides that. But it is 11:30 and I haven't eaten yet, and it's going to take me about 30 minutes to get to the HQ, so I think I'm going to grab some food before that.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
That glare is wild. We have arrived.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locking. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone, put it back to the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro, just so I give me that tempo.
All right, baby, brother. You be safe, man. We'll do it. All right.
Have a good one.
In the building, I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine eventually.
All right, meeting done. That was a good meeting. A lot of stuff went over. Planning stuff for TwitchCon coming in October. It's very possible I could be already booked for TwitchCon, which is awesome. So, love the Kiko guys. They are freaking amazing. Gonna be doing a lot of content with them moving forward too, so that is gonna be really cool. But it's time to go home. I have to finish taxes, finish the podcast with Rob, and more than likely pre-cut some shorts from that podcast to make sure I have promo content for that. So, busy rest of the day, but I didn't even eat before I went. It is 3:30. I have to go eat food. Food has been consumed, and I've been handling admin work. It's crazy. I have emails to respond to, taxes submitted, but it has been nothing but just a lot of the back end work that you don't see as a creator / freelancer. Responding to emails, trying to work out deals while also planning content. It is late. I need to finish this podcast. I don't think I'm going to get to the short form content that I really wanted to, but even without getting the stuff that I originally had wanted to get done, this was still a very productive day in a sense of just catching up on the business side of things, honestly cleaning my apartment, doing laundry. It's all the small stuff that kind of forget when you're doing a bunch of different things for your business, for your creative journey that you forget about or you let pile up. So it's like one of these days where you're not productive on the creative side, but just on the life side, you are very productive. One thing I will say before I go to bed, traveling with this setup, I have my A7 IV with the 16mm. I can't get over how light this thing is, and it's super nice to be able to just throw in my bag if I had my normal lens attached to it. Being able to just chuck it in my bag and not even realize it's there, adding any extra weight or anything like that is fantastic. And throughout these last couple days, I've been kind of like editing this vlog as I go, just to save me time on the back end. And so far, I've really liked the picture behind it. One of the things I was worried about with this lens is the fact that it was fixed at 16. Since I've shot with a 16-28 and a 16-35, is I would miss the flexibility. And there are definitely some cases where I could have used it, but I will say I don't miss it as much as I've thought. And having that extra full stop of aperture is so nice. But just on base level of using this lens so far, I do really enjoy it. But with that said, I'm trying to get to bed early tonight, so I'm going to finish this up, go to bed because I got work in the morning. It has been like 24 hours time passed since the last time I talked. And the simple reason is my work life is boring as can be. I'm just a video editor for a media company, but it allows me to do stuff like this and, really follow my passion when it comes to creating and freelance and all that kind of stuff. One thing you guys should know about me is I am a big sports guy. And there's a lot going on tonight as far as what's happening in my office. We got the Warriors right now playing their playing game. I got the Dodgers here on my phone. I'm currently trying to finish up as much as I can of this podcast tonight, hopefully get this done. And then, of course, whenever the homies are live, you gotta support them. Hi, John. With being such a big sports fan, a lot of the times my mood depends on if my team wins or not. Right now, the Dodgers are up 5-0, so that's good, but that's a regular season game. The Warriors are up double digits at halftime right now. That's more important. So if they win, I'm going to be in a great mood tonight, no matter how late I have to stay up to finish this edit. The Warriors blew the lead, and they're only up by 2 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'm losing my mind.
Let's go. No way! Oh my gosh.
These freaking Warrior cats are trying to give me a damn heart attack. Blowing a double-digit lead to only win by 5. We got the dub. That's all that matters. All right, let's talk while I eat. Fun fact, this is not my favorite flavor. It's still good, it's just I would choose many others over this. Over this last week, I put out proposals to 2 different companies for freelance work at DreamHack Dallas here in May. And one of them accepted the offer today. While I was at work, I got the email. It was awesome. The terms were a tiny bit different than what I originally submitted to them. And I don't know how much I want to say just because I haven't officially signed the contract yet as of this time of recording. But once I do, and once I get permission to be able to share as much as I can share, I definitely will. The 2 companies I submitted to were definitely bigger companies. So I really did decide to test the waters as far as my value as a freelancer. And I threw out some pretty big numbers for what they were asking. And what I mean by pretty big numbers is numbers within the esports space. Typically, this space does not really pay all too much. I actually almost have 2 separate pricings when it comes to corporate, wedding, and anything in that realm versus my esports rate. But hey, I shot high and it ended up working out. So I am really excited. I will be able to hopefully share more later once I get more details of what I'm doing, what company I'm working with at DreamHack. But overall, I am super excited. And for me, the best part is I personally don't think it's going to take away too much from being able to hang out and network with my friends, go talk to other companies that I may want to work with in the future, and honestly just being able to hang out. This is one of the bigger gigs within the esports space that I have been able to get. So just a really cool moment for me. And if I can't get into it by the time this video is over, make sure to go follow my Instagram and my Twitter, because chances are I will have tweeted / talked about it a little bit more. But tonight is going to be more of a long night of work, along with the Dodgers still trying to give me a heart attack because they were up 7-1 and now they're only up 7-6. It's a great time. But as far as work that I have planned out, I really need to take care of the regiment shoot that I had on Saturday. They want one of the videos, they want to post it this next Saturday coming up. So my goal is to actually just upload all that, knock that video out. It is the most complicated of the videos, but like I said before, their shoots are pretty simple. I should be able to knock this out tonight, no problem. The other thing I need to knock out is a reel from the creative outlet. I need to post something from Rob's episode, promoting it because I'm going to promote it tomorrow, which is Thursday, for uploading it on Friday. It is super late. It is 2:50, almost 3 a.m. in the morning. Reel is done. Regiment video is for the most part done. I'm waiting on a picture from them that I need to throw into this video. But overall, very productive night. I got content ready to post tomorrow, and then the podcast will be exported out, uploaded, unlisted, ready to be titled, thumbnailed, the whole 9 yards. But it is late, and I have to be up in about 5 hours. It's Thursday, I'm off early from work, but got extremely busy really quickly. Good news is, Reel went up today promoting a podcast dropping tomorrow. Went well. I felt like it could have done better. I also looked back at the edit and didn't like a couple things. Got to be more aware and just be really intentional when it comes to those short form clips, because every second does really matter. On the to-do list tonight, my buddy Jason is up here in Arlington for the Halo tournament tomorrow, and he has a free night. We're probably going to go grab some food and some drinks. He is also a freelance photographer and videographer. He's covering one of the Halo teams this weekend. And 2, I am serving at church this weekend for Easter, and I will not be there tomorrow or Saturday, only on Sunday. So they have a rehearsal tonight, and that starts in 45 minutes. I'm gonna try to stop in there for like an hour or so and just see what's going on. And after all that's done, I have to make sure I watch through the podcast one more time just to make sure everything's cut and clear. I also have to make the thumbnail for that video too. Oh, also, big shout out to the team over at Juvie. This was sitting on my front porch when I got home. It is the new Galactic Berry flavored. I've actually never tried this, so I'm so excited. Thank you, Team Juvie. Appreciate y'all. One thing I am really curious about is because I've never really used this suction mount on a camera like this, is how's the stabilization gonna hold up? Even when I'm walking, sometimes I can see a little wiggle on the outside of the screen. So I am very curious on how this is gonna hold up while driving. Fun fact, the road I take to the church is bumpy as hell. So this is really gonna test how stable this thing can be. Friday morning, not Friday morning anymore, it's Friday afternoon. It's been a busy day, to say the least. Got home last night, relatively early, like 11:30. I was so tired, I went to sleep. Set my alarm for super early this morning. Woke up around 6:30 to make sure the podcast was good, ready to upload. Went up, success, so no complaints there. I had to finish the regiment video this morning, which I completely forgot about, or that went out. They said it should be okay. They're just running it through approvals just one last time. And then my work texted me, which I think I'm technically supposed to be off because it's Good Friday, but we're just doing the dang thing. But I was supposed to be in Arlington for the Halo Major at 1. It is now 2:45. But it's been a long day so far, and I feel like it's just getting started, so I have to go shower. I'm gonna try to clean this up just a little bit because my desk is a mess right now. And then we just gotta change and get going. That new John Bellion slap. All right, let's go pick this thing up.
Just like as your seat, you can also use, you're gonna get an email for it. You can also use
Okay, awesome. Perfect.
Have a blessed one, man.
Have a good one. We got it. All right, this is the unofficial, not doing a short form video sort of unboxing. Ooh, it comes in its own like little bag too. Little dead cat. Dude, this thing is so tiny. Look at this thing in reference to my hand. If you don't know what this is a Sony branded mic, and it connects through the cold shoe mount on the top through this sensor. In other words, it doesn't take a battery, so I don't have to worry about charging this crap because it's almost died on me a couple times within this vlog. And I don't have to deal with any cords because it literally just slides into the mount and it works. I've been seeing these for a really long time, but when I went to Orlando with Jay, he had one and the audio quality was so damn good and it was so light and just easy to maneuver. He didn't have to worry about a lav, and that convinced me to get one. It was just a matter of when, and when I realized I was going to be doing more of these shoots, and I hated already messing with this, I decided it was time. All right, so we're going to test this out in 3, 2, 1, and check 1, 2, check 1, 2. It looks good in the sense of like my levels look good, but I hope this sounds good. I'm going to try to bring this into the Rangers game tonight and see if they let me. This is a heck of a lot nicer than having something attached right here, let me tell you that. All right, let's head to the stadium. So they changed up this entire parking lot. Yeah, that whole building, parking garage, that was not there. Yeah, no, there's a big ass building here. But okay, yeah, just do that, pay it, and then I'll tell you whatever. Okay, calm down. I guess I really haven't been here that long. All right, let's head to the vent. I'm curious on how this does noise canceling wise too, because there are a ton of cars right by me, and it's a little windy, so I'm really curious. Look who I found.
What up? I didn't know Kiko was coming. What a great surprise.
So this is the guy that's inspired me to start these style of videos.
Pressure. That thing's so sick. I like that.
You know, typically someone
Yeah.
behind, I am a little blurry.
Yeah. But even then, it's kind of like people get the idea. No, this is such a sick. Kiko already got it figured out. I've been doing it for 3 years and I can't get it figured out.
I won't waste your time, I turn it off just so I can turn you on. I'ma make you say it loud. I'm not even tripping, I will stress you out.
We have left the Halo tournament. I wasn't gonna wear this inside, so I'm putting it on after. But I'm really hoping they let me bring this into the Rangers game. I don't know if they are. They should by regulation, but I don't know.
Anything you buy down here, you are able to carry up and buy more. Thank you.
Rolling down Imperial Highway, the big nasty plate at my side. Santa Ana winds blowing hot from the north. From the side bay to the valley, from the west side to the east side.
What'd you say?
I said thoughts on seats.
Oh, good. A little close together. Little close
Yeah,
together.
they're a little squished. The only reason she's here.
I love LA. I love LA.
in the hotel parking lot, and I gotta find out what happened, because apparently the Esports stadium got evacuated whenever I went to the game. So I need to figure out what the hell's going on. We're gonna go to the hotel bar that's right here at the Sheraton and talk to anybody that may know what's going on. Look at these camera nerds. Look at these. Look at these guys. Alright, so probably gonna re-record this, but I'm recording this specifically for testing the wind capabilities, because it is pretty windy right now. Glad I went to the hotel bar. They ended up telling me that there was a power outage, so they're gonna start hell early tomorrow. I will not be there that early. Good to talk to Jared. Got to see James as well, and got to talk to Blaze as well. That's somebody I hope at DreamHack I can get on the pod. We'll see. That'll be interesting. Hopefully the wind is, you know, somewhat gone. We'll see. But time to go home. I belong to you. It is Saturday. I just got a haircut. I feel pretty good. The worst part is I'm probably gonna throw a hat on this because I'm going to a baseball game today. But one thing I did notice whenever I was looking at the footage last night of yesterday, this mic is unreal. I literally just throw this thing in auto straight out of the box and it sounded amazing. Also, just besides that, I was talking with Jared yesterday. You guys kind of saw as far as like he was just looking at it. He really liked this lens, and after like I did like a deep dive of the footage last night and just really looking at especially these talking head shots. I am falling in love with this lens very quickly. But it is 11:12. And I'm leaving here around noon, so I gotta shower and then probably, hopefully, edit a short form from the pod. I may say that for tomorrow. I may not have time tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be busy. I don't know, we're gonna figure it all out. But let's get ready because we're going back to Arlington today. Wait, but first, absolutely. I belong to you. Yeah, I think we're going with the hat. Do just what you want. Ooh, it is windy as hell.
Scared me. Where is that coming from?
I think I need this. This is my next purchase. I'm kidding. That's not happening. That's not happening at all. We got to hop in to HCS for a little bit. Got to talk to Cap, which was cool. I don't talk to him like in depth, so that was actually really cool. Turns out he worked in the MLB. But we are moving now, going to the game.
Y'all live out here too?
Yeah, we do.
I feel comfortable.
You go yesterday? We're not even lying, right?
Half the stadium.
So many Dodger fans. It's wild.
When I need some loving, baby.
I got it.
Jesus Christ, for God's
They
sake.
said that you can do no sour cream, so I did it.
I want to smell it, sorry.
I almost went back to the event, but I have to be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, so I figured it probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. So that gave me time to look over the footage over the past 2 days while I was at the Rangers game. And I don't know if it's necessarily the camera or just the fact that I've never had a wide lens on this camera. When I'm like walking, I can't believe how good the stabilization is on this thing. Even when I had my 28-45, none of my shots were that stable compared to this. It could be the wider lens, I'm not 100% sure. But there were times where I was like walking and like taking a video of something and it looked like I was on a gimbal. And that wasn't even adding warp stabilizer in post. That was something I was not expecting at all with this because my A7 IV typically is not as good as my Lumix S5 II when it comes to stabilization. But with a wide lens, this thing is ridiculous. ridiculous, and I love it. But it is 1:30 in the morning. I have to be up in 4.5 hours, so I am off to bed. Good morning. It is way too early. It is currently 7:10 in the morning. There was absolutely no way that was happening. But we are not using this camera today for service, so I gotta assemble my kit for my Lumix.
Take me to your soul.
And just like that, we are done. She's ready to go. The only thing I do, and this is more of a preference thing, I like to throw this little tripod on the bottom just so I can literally do this and be able to set it, and I know it's not gonna like tip over, you know, hit the mic or anything like that. It's also just another point of stable ability whenever I'm moving around. So super nice to have. I think the craziest part about all this is the fact that I now have 2 camera rigs. This and this vlogging rig. Got a little PR package from my boy Jayhawk, and his newest launch, he's dropping some mouse pads. Let me tell you, they're quality. I already got one in my setup here. I'm gonna put one back here for sure. But when this comes out, they will not be released yet. They'll be coming out tomorrow, April 26th, 11 a.m. CST. So if you need a new mouse pad, go support my boy.
Take me to your heart.
Okay, let's talk about my overall thoughts of this lens. Quick disclaimer before I give you my thoughts. I made it a goal of mine to try to shoot the entire vlog on this lens. And I would say I got the majority of it on there. I would say 98% of it is on this lens. The other 2% are some iPhone shots. I didn't want to bring my big camera into like a restaurant. And there was like 1 or 2 on a DJI that was filming BTS of me like doing stuff with this lens that I had to make for short form content. But other than that, it was all shot on this. Just a general statement, I liked this thing way more than I thought I would. I kind of said it earlier, but one of my biggest concerns was the fact that I didn't have the flexibility of going from like a 16 to 28 or a 16 to 35. And yes, in some cases, I definitely missed it. But I feel like, one, it challenges you to get a little bit more creative with your shots. And with how stable this lens is on this camera, I feel like moving isn't that big of an issue compared to like when you zoom in and whatnot. I don't know if it's just because I have a wider lens on this A7 IV, but the stability on this lens is insane. A lot of the walking shots in this video were just natural. I didn't edit anything in posts. I tried to keep this as raw as I possibly could. There are some that I had to, and those are probably a little bit more obvious, but the majority were just crisp, and I can't get over that. The other thing that really surprised me in this, and you could only see it in like one shot because I didn't shoot anything like macro, but the focusing distance on this lens, like you can get so close to this lens. That was less than like 3 inches from the camera. But yeah, Jared had his eye up to the lens, and it was like keeping focus for the majority of it up until like his face was almost touching the lens. And that was something I didn't do any research on before I bought the lens, so that was a genuine surprise to me. The biggest thing, especially when it comes to these talking head shots that I loved, the fact that I can go down to 1.8. I tried to shoot the majority of this vlog wide open. It was really hard because what I ended up doing is I bought the wrong ND filter, so I had to bump my f-stop up just a little bit more than I wanted to on a couple of shots where we were like outside and whatnot. But having a 1.8 on shots like this, it's just so crispy, and I love what it does to the background. And finally, for me, it was the portability. This lens is super small and it's super lightweight. This is not a lens I would keep on my main camera when I'm shooting like an event for photos, but I could easily throw it in my bag because of how small and tiny it is. So portability, and like even vlogging, having my rig that I have right now super lightweight. It honestly just made the vlogging experience so nice. If you shoot in low light, the 1.8 is unreal, and just being able to capture a room with 16mm is incredible. If I want to take that next step and get a camera and add a lens to my kit that I'm going to be vlogging with a lot, I would 110% recommend this thing. There was one concern when it comes to photos, and I didn't get a chance to test this. Apparently there's no raw file that matches this lens yet in Lightroom to be able to fix the warping and distortion. If that is a big concern to you, then sure. that was not a concern for me. I took some photos that I didn't notice any of the warp or anything like that, and I thought they came out great. I have had a couple buddies ask me what I thought of it, and if they should get it, I would 110% recommend yes. The only thing, like I said, is the photo thing, and if you are like glued to the flexibility of being able to zoom in and out, I didn't find that was that much of a problem. And it's mainly because of how the background looks and how crispy this looks right here. But that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this little week in my life testing this thing out. And let me know if you guys like this vlog style. I think when it comes to events and stuff, I'm gonna be keeping this style, not necessarily making the video about the event, but you know, building something within the video. I miss vlogging. I love being able to do it. The next one that I do will be a lot better because I'll be able to switch between like not just wide shots, but also like tighter shots with my other lens. But I really challenged myself to only shoot on that just to truly test this thing out. But I also want to hear your guys' thoughts. Would you guys get this lens? Would you add it to your kit? After having it for the last 2 weeks, I feel like it's essential for me now, and I will not be getting rid of it whatsoever. But that's gonna be it for me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.